Hello, Scorpio. I'm here with you now, fully present, ready to share this message that carries guidance, insight, and something that may feel deeper than coincidence. I hope you're doing well as you arrive in this moment, and I truly appreciate you being here, your support, your energy, and the way you engage through your likes and comments. It genuinely means something that you chose to be here, so stay with me all the way through. If you found your way here, especially during April 19th and 20th, there's a strong chance this moment is not random, and something within you is already sensing that. Just remember, no matter what unfolds, you are still the one holding the pen to your own story, free to choose your direction. Keep in mind, this message is meant for a wide audience, so take what resonates deeply and allow the rest to pass without holding on to it. Now let's move through the energies shaping different parts of your life, from love to finances, health, and the connections around you. First, there is something important you need to hear, and it may already be stirring quietly in your instincts. Pay very close attention to the people around you, because something beneath the surface may not be as it seems, and trust should be given with awareness, not blindly. During this short but potent window, you are being pulled into a current of change that doesn't ask for permission, breaking old patterns while opening space for something unfamiliar yet necessary. The energy surrounding you feels intense, almost like something long buried is rising, echoing the weight of past cycles that have drained you more than they've given back. Whether this connects to love, your path, or your own inner evolution, continuing to carry what exhausts you is no longer sustainable. The message moves through you clearly now, asking you to release what you've been gripping for too long and trust that letting go is not loss, but preparation for something far more aligned. There is a quiet force guiding this transition, one that moves you away from what has ended and towards something that feels more true, even if it requires you to shed parts of yourself you've outgrown. This is where your power begins to return, not through control, but through your willingness to let go of what has already run its course. As you bring your awareness fully into the present moment, you begin to signal something powerful, not just to the world around you, but to yourself. You are creating space, like turning over soil that has been hardened, allowing something new to finally take root and grow. There is a deeper wisdom available to you now, one that asks you to look inward, to trust what you feel beneath the surface rather than what appears on it. At the same time, there may be hidden fears or quiet doubts influencing how you see your financial reality, subtle patterns that have been shaping your sense of limitation. You are being reminded that what feels like lack is often something constructed by the mind, and once you see it clearly, you begin to loosen its hold. Instead of feeding that pattern, allow yourself to step into a different perspective, one where possibility feels real and already in motion. Let your mind wander into what it would feel like to already have what you desire, not as fantasy, but as something approaching you with certainty. Give yourself permission to imagine freely, whether it's a life you've been craving, a path that excites you, or a connection that feels deeply aligned. As your internal state shifts, your external world begins to respond, meeting you where your energy settles. Remind yourself often, quietly or out loud, that everything unfolding is happening in a way that serves your growth, and let that belief settle into your body. This shift in perspective begins to transform how you experience challenges, softening resistance and allowing meaning to emerge even from difficulty. The universe meets you in your openness, especially in the way you allow yourself to love without needing guarantees. If someone from your past drifts into your thoughts, let it be a moment of understanding rather than something heavy you carry forward. What was shared still exists in some form because love doesn't disappear, it changes shape and continues moving. Allow yourself to recognize that, to feel it without holding on to it, and trust that the connections meant for you will find you at the level you've grown into. Move through your day with intention, even in the smallest actions, because the way you show up in ordinary moments shapes what you attract next. Be fully present in what you're doing, whether it feels significant or not, and give your energy with awareness. The more focused and aligned you become, the stronger your pull becomes, drawing in people and opportunities that match who you are becoming. Something powerful is already beginning to shift beneath the surface, and you can feel it if you're paying attention. You are standing right at the edge of a transformation that is already in motion. Let yourself step fully into this moment without holding back, as if something meaningful is already reaching toward you. Before going further, take a moment to leave a like, because your support keeps this space alive and allows these messages to continue finding you. What you give here doesn't disappear. It circulates and returns in ways you may not always see. Now, let's move into what is beginning to align for you. Your numbers for this moment are 4 and 20, and within April 19th and 20th, they carry a quiet significance. Let them appear naturally in your choices, your timing, or even in unexpected opportunities that seem to show up out of nowhere. When you notice them, pause for a second, because alignment often speaks through subtle repetition. Your color is purple, a tone of depth and inner awareness, and keeping it close can help you stay connected to that energy. There is something in you that cuts through illusion and reaches straight into truth, even when it's uncomfortable. You are moving through a kind of rebirth that feels gradual, like shedding layers rather than stepping into something entirely new all at once. Most of this change is happening internally, in how you think, perceive, and understand your world. On the outside, things may look the same, but inside, everything is shifting direction. Even if you haven't fully named it yet, this transformation is already in motion and cannot be paused. Situations that once felt overwhelming are beginning to lose their grip, and you're learning to let things unfold without carrying unnecessary weight. There is strength in allowing, in choosing not to suffer over what you cannot control. That quiet acceptance becomes a form of power. You're also starting to see people more clearly, beyond their actions and into the patterns they carry. This awareness frees you from holding burdens that were never yours to carry in the first place. There is a lightness returning to you, a release from something that once felt constant. Understanding others without losing yourself becomes a new kind of balance. You've already moved forward in ways that matter, even if the path ahead is still unfolding. This is not an ending, it's an opening into something deeper that continues to reveal itself layer by layer. There is a signal reaching you, subtle but steady, something you feel more than explain. It remains present, waiting for you to notice. Your inner world is beginning to settle, like turbulence fading into stillness. Confusion, tension, and doubt are softening, losing their intensity as clarity rises. There is an awareness awakening within you that changes how you see everything around you. Once you feel it, you can't return to who you were before. Around you, things are shifting in ways that may seem random, but nothing here is accidental. There is a current guiding certain experiences toward you, even if part of you tries to resist or stay distant. Some connections and opportunities are simply meant to reach you now. The energy feels calm, yet impossible to stop. You are nearing the point where you begin to break free from something that has weighed on you for too long. There is no need to resolve everything at once, because clarity is already beginning to form. Many of the fears that once felt overwhelming are starting to lose their intensity as you see them more clearly. That shift alone creates space for something new to emerge. There is also a connection in your life that feels deeper than surface emotion, something that draws you in without needing explanation. Even if circumstances feel uncertain, someone holds feelings for you that are stronger than they appear. This connection carries both depth and stability, something that builds slowly but meaningfully. It reflects not only them, but also your growing openness to feel and receive. At the same time, transformation continues to move through your life, reshaping what once felt permanent. Something is ending, not as loss, but as a necessary release that aligns you with who you are becoming. This shift touches your identity as much as your relationships. A long cycle is closing, and you are ready to move beyond it. There is a strong pull towards something or someone that feels both intense and undeniable. Even if external factors seem complicated, your inner clarity remains steady. This is about recognizing what you feel and deciding what you're willing to follow. At the same time, what you've been building in your life is starting to take real form. Efforts that once felt unseen are becoming visible, bringing stability and a sense of progress. There is something solid forming, whether in your work, your finances, or your sense of belonging. A moment of recognition is arriving, confirming that you've done the work to reach this point. You are stepping into something that reflects who you've become. Your physical efforts are also beginning to show, and consistency continues to matter. Stay balanced in your habits and mindful of what supports your energy. In your work, even if progress feels slow, something is aligning beneath the surface. If you are still searching, focus on building your skills and staying ready, because preparation is what allows opportunity to meet you. Take a deeper look at what you're building, not just what's visible, but what's quietly shifting beneath the surface. There may be new tools, systems, or changes unfolding that you haven't fully explored yet, and noticing them can open unexpected doors. The more aware you become of these shifts, the easier it is to move with them instead of reacting too late. This is about staying in rhythm with what's evolving around you. Financially, something is beginning to turn, almost like a hidden mechanism finally aligning in your favor. What shows up may feel surprising at first, but it connects directly to the effort and consistency you've been investing over time. Opportunities that once felt distant are starting to take shape in ways that feel both unexpected and familiar. This is not random, it's a reflection of what you've been building. Stay alert to small moments throughout your day, because something seemingly minor could lead to something much bigger. A conversation, an idea, or an unexpected offer may carry more weight than it first appears. There is a sense that certain opportunities are meant to reach you now, whether through work, projects, or financial openings. Trust your instincts, because your ability to read what's real is sharper than you think. You are being pushed to move beyond limits you once accepted as fixed. This could mean asking for more, expanding your income, or simply allowing yourself to think bigger than before. Growth here is not reckless, it's rooted in the trust that you are ready. What you've built so far is strong enough to support your next step. There is also a karmic return unfolding, bringing back what you've given with honesty and effort. You may notice this through unexpected gains or opportunities that feel like direct results of your past actions. Accept these moments as confirmation that nothing you've done has been wasted. What returns to you now carries the weight of everything you've invested. In love, there is something that can no longer be ignored. If tension or emotional strain has been building, it's time to face it, instead of letting it sit beneath the surface. This doesn't mean walking away immediately, but it does mean being honest about what is real. Trying to change someone will only drain you, because that kind of control isn't yours to hold. You're beginning to understand people more deeply, seeing them as they are rather than who you hoped they would be. Just as you cannot be reshaped against your will, neither can they. Relationships are about coexistence, not control, and once that balance is forced, something begins to break. Recognizing this brings a different kind of clarity. If tension rises, pause and bring awareness into the moment instead of reacting too quickly. This is about creating space for honest conversation, not rushing toward an ending. Patience matters here, because some things unfold in their own time. Speak clearly, stay grounded, and allow things to move naturally. If your relationship feels stable, this becomes something you can strengthen even further. What you're hearing may not reflect your situation, but it can still reinforce what keeps your bond strong. Stability is something you continue to nurture, not something you assume will hold itself. Let this be a moment of awareness, not correction. If you've been on your own, you may start to notice patterns in how you've approached love. You may have placed quiet conditions on how and where it should appear, shaping it into something predictable. But love doesn't move that way. It doesn't follow rules or wait for perfect timing. It shows up unexpectedly, often in the most ordinary moments. Keeping your heart only partially open limits something that wants to reach you fully. Love doesn't wait for ideal conditions. It finds its way through the spaces you leave unguarded. You are being asked to loosen those expectations and allow something real to enter. Sometimes what is meant for you arrives without warning. If someone is already on your mind, this is your moment to shift how you approach it. Try something different, something more natural and spontaneous, instead of repeating the past. That small change could open a completely new response. Sometimes one step is enough to change everything. Within your family, there is space to restore balance through honest communication. Situations that once felt unresolved can begin to soften when approached with calm and clarity. You have the ability to support others while also expressing what matters to you. That balance creates stronger, more stable connections. Your energy feels heightened right now, as if you are becoming more aware of everything around you. You can sense what feels right and what doesn't, and that awareness helps you avoid negativity more easily. At the same time, stay mindful of emotional lows that can quietly pull you back. Avoid comparing yourself to the past, because where you are now is part of your path forward. Stress and anxiety need your attention because they can manifest physically if ignored. Your body reflects what you carry internally, so staying balanced matters more than ever. Focus your energy when learning or working instead of trying to do everything at once. You have a sharp mind, and when you direct it with intention, it becomes one of your greatest strengths. There are also connections around you that feel especially aligned right now. Some bring creativity and excitement, others bring ease and understanding, and some carry depth and intensity that push you to grow. Pay attention to where you feel most seen and most energized. Those are the spaces where something meaningful is unfolding. Thank you for being here and sharing this moment. This message is here to guide you so you can move forward with more clarity and awareness. If this resonated with you, take a moment to support by leaving a like and staying connected for what continues to unfold.